Hey, my name's Al Taylor. I do tech support and training for Ferguson here in the Southeast. We do North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. Today we're going to be talking about the wall mounting bracket for a mini split, how to mount it, some tips and tricks to make it better and easier to work with. Guys, the first thing you need to make sure you do is somewhere on this bracket, we need to make sure we're on a stud. We get 2 bolts somewhere on a stud to give us some stability on this bracket. Once we get our 2 studs in there, we need to make sure that we go around and get all 4 corners screwed down and 1 in the middle. Because what this does when we put these screws, it prevents these tabs from flexing around when you go to take the head and snap it on and off. So once we get all that done, we're good to go there. Next thing we need to talk about is which way we're going to bring our line set in. Are we going to bring it in from the left or from the right? So let's say we're going to bring it in from the right. Typically, when you bring it in from the right, you're making a through the wall penetration. You're going all the way out the outside wall. So what we could do to find our center of our hole, we would just take a straight edge, draw down this side, take a straight edge, come across this line. Where these 2 meet, that's where our 3-inch hole needs to be. We would drill our hole. That would take us all the way to the outside. Once we get our hole drilled, I suggest we use a wall sleeve. This does a couple things. It puts everything in a tight package here. It penetrates the wall in one place, and it gives us the ability to be able to seal up the penetration from the outside the wall. We want to make sure we seal this up good so that we don't get infiltration from the outside to the inside, which can create some indoor air quality issues, humidity issues, and it also allows debris to get into the blower wheel a lot quicker. If you choose not to use a wall sleeve, I suggest that you make sure you seal this hole. This is the most important hole probably on the hole installed, making sure that we get this hole sealed up on either side so that we don't get any kind of infiltration. We're going to move to the left-hand side now. We would do our measuring. We would center up our hole. We do the same thing. This hole needs to be sealed up just like the one on the right-hand side would be so we don't have good infiltration. But the trick on the left-hand side is, guys say, well, where do we need to put our line sets at? How far do we need to stub them in? Well, if you'll notice here on the bracket, there's a couple little symbols here. This is where the line set is going to terminate for your liquid line. This is where the line set would terminate for your suction line. So as long as you've got it rough in this area, you'll be able to make your connections. Guys, I hope these tips and tricks did you some good. If you got any questions, contact us. We'll be glad to help you. Have a great day.